morning, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to film this video this morning, and I've been meaning to film this video for the last couple of weeks. I've officially been in my Nashville apartment for about a month now, and I originally wanted to film this apartment tour like right after I moved in, but I've been waiting until my apartment has been like semi put together. I honestly wanted to wait until my apartment was totally put together, but I just realized after about a month my apartment looks the way that it looks. It's probably never going to get more put together than it is right now, so if I don't film it now, it's never going to happen. And I really want to show you guys all of the ins and outs of this apartment because I am so obsessed with it. It honestly could not be more of my dream apartment here in Nashville. Between how the apartment looks, my view from my balcony, but then also how I decorated it, I feel like it's just very like girly and feminine and such a good space for me. Like I said, my apartment is like 80% put together. You'll see kind of in my bedroom and in my office that things are still looking a little bit big, but at this point I am so over spending money on this place, if I'm being totally honest. I feel like right when you move into a space, you're so excited to go shopping and to decorate and do all of the apartment things, and then as you've lived here for a week or 2 weeks or leading into a month, that your propensity to spend money and to also spend time decorating your space, it just goes downhill so rapidly. I feel like that's kind of where I'm at this point. I really don't have plans to like continue decorating or continue buying things, maybe in a couple of months, but for right now I am so happy with the way that things came together, and I can't wait to show you guys. After I show you around, we're also going to do an apartment slash a Nashville Q&A because I've been getting a ton of questions from you guys about why I chose to move to Nashville, questions on my apartment, how much I spend in rent, all of those things. So we're gonna do a Q&A after I give you the apartment tour, but let's get into it. We're gonna start obviously in the entryway leading into the kitchen. I'm actually recording this on my phone right now in 0.5 so that you guys get like a little bit of a wider view and you can see more of the apartment. Right when you walk in through the door, you go straight into the kitchen, and the kitchen is definitely my favorite part of this apartment. The kitchen is humongous. There's so much cabinet space here, and then I've been getting a ton of questions on this kitchen island. This actually came with the unit, so I didn't have to purchase this, and this is like such a perfect piece, especially because there's storage down here. I've just been keeping like Bella's leash and then some of my purses here, and it's really nice to like have that kind of out of my view. And then there's also a drawer right here, which is super nice. This is like my junk drawer right now. I got everything on this island from Home Goods. Honestly, a lot of the stuff in my apartment is from Home Goods, but these bar stools, I've been getting a ton of questions on these. These are from Home Goods, and these are the most amazing bar stools I've ever seen. They're a little bit expensive. They were like $150 a piece, so $300 for both, but they're such good quality, and the color of the leather, it literally looks like it came with the kitchen island, so matches perfectly. In this part of the kitchen, I feel like you kind of can't tell because the lights are on, but if I turn the lights off, there's some under cabinet lighting, which came with the unit, which I'm so obsessed with. I didn't realize that before I moved in. And then when I got here, I was like, oh my gosh, this just makes the space look so elevated. And then I also love the open shelving. All of my bowls are dirty right now, but I have some pink bowls there. So anything pink, like dish-wise, I just kind of put there and it looks really cute. I obviously have my Breville, and then I have my air fryer over here. So much cabinet space here, like I said. My favorite part of this is my pan set. I got these from Caraway and I'm really obsessed with these. So I've been trying to keep my cabinets like a little bit organized, which I'm not inherently the best at. But since there's so much space, like I have so much room to keep them organized, like these are completely empty. I don't even have anything up here. Next, moving from the kitchen to the living area, this is also one of my favorite parts of this space. And this is one area that like I'm definitely going to spend more time decorating soon. It's this little like built-in bookshelf, which I really love. It has like a built-in desk here, which I have an office, so I don't currently have my computer here, but I still got a little chair just to kind of like fill that space. I need to figure out a way to decorate this. I'm thinking of doing like big bins up at the top here, and then I have some books here, but I think I'm going to get some more books and put them like kind of like stagger them across the bookshelf. Moving into the living area, there's Bella. This is the other part of the apartment that I am just like so totally obsessed with. I'll never get tired of this. I hung a full-length mirror here. I wish that I would have gotten one a tad bit bigger just because like it is kind of small. I got that from Home Goods. I got this from Home Goods. This couch I've been getting so many questions on, and this is from Ashley Furniture. I have the same one in my office, which I'll show you, but I got the couch and the ottoman, and this is the comfiest couch literally ever. Clearly Bella loves it. Super comfy. It's a really deep couch, and I think it's a perfect size like for this space. I didn't want something super overwhelming because like it's just me and Bella. I had someone from TaskRabbit come and hang this shelf, and these clearly don't have any pictures in them yet, so I need to work on that. And then I think I want to get like one more frame, so kind of stagger 3 frames. I got the frames from HomeGoods. I got these throw pillows and this throw blanket from HomeGoods as well. Honestly, most things in this apartment are from HomeGoods. This lamp is from HomeGoods. This is from HomeGoods. And then one of my absolute favorite pieces that I got for this apartment is this area rug, which I also got from HomeGoods. I think this was like $300, so this was definitely an investment. But I just love the pink and I love the little squigglies. I think it gives the space so much character. This wall I haven't done anything with yet, and I don't know if I'm going to. I don't love having the Roomba here, so I'm probably going to move this into the office because I think this like just looks bad. And then this is my Wi-Fi box, so I might get like a small piece of furniture to kind of hide that. The reason why I'm keeping this wall blank is because I actually decided instead of a TV to do a projector. I'll put like a video of how we set up the projector over here. Essentially, I just got this projector stand, so when I want to put the projector up, I can just like put it up right here, and it projects into this big wall. So I need to keep this wall pretty open. I can't like hang anything on it for when we use a projector. Now here obviously goes into my balcony. The balcony is such a good view of the city. I'm not going to go out there because I don't want to show like too much of my view, but I just got a little patio set from Amazon. I love sitting out there. I love looking at the skyline. At my last apartment, I had a first floor patio instead of a balcony, and I feel like since I was on the first floor, I never sat out there, so I love being higher up. Coming through this hallway, I have a washer and dryer here, which is really nice that I can kind of like shut the door and keep it out of the way. And then this is, I think this is technically supposed to be the master bedroom because it is kind of large, but I use it as an office, and reason being is because when we go into my bedroom, you'll see that there isn't a window in the second bedroom. So I obviously wanted the natural light for my office. But the way that I have this set up right now is, again, this is from Ashley Furniture, and this is actually the sleeper sofa version. So this pulls out into a queen size bed. I wanted this space to kind of double as an office, but then also when guests come, I wanted a space for my guests to sleep. So this was so perfect, and I think it was like $900 or maybe closer to $1,000. So a little bit of an investment, but I love being able to like put the bed away and use this space every single day. I got this from HomeGoods, and then this is just my little like podcast arm because I do have a podcast. So we kind of pull that out, and I film the podcast on this couch when we record the podcast. This little area rug from HomeGoods. I got this chair from Amazon. This is from Amazon as well, I believe. And then obviously this is my computer. I love how much natural light is in here. I do think that eventually I want to kind of like decorate this space a little bit more, but not a super high priority because I don't film in here that often. I feel like I wanted to decorate my living room space a lot more because I film in there more frequently. So we're walking into the bathroom. This is a 2-bed, 1-bath unit. So there's only 1 bathroom, which is totally fine. It's literally just me here. The double sinks, there's a lot of light. I kept things kind of minimal. I feel like I get really stressed out with a lot of clutter when there's like a lot of things on the sink. So I tried to keep like as little as possible here. I just have my skincare set and then obviously some like soap and a hand towel. But under here, I did a really good job of organizing. So I'm trying to keep my bathroom really organized. I got all of these from Amazon. I can put the links in the description of this video. Other than that, this bathroom did come with these built-ins. I need to kind of organize this a little bit better. I have a couple of baskets sitting up there that don't have anything in them right now. So I need to kind of like put those across here and make that look a lot cuter. And then over here is my shower. I don't know if you can tell how big this shower is from here, but it is humongous. It's so nice. I'm obsessed with it. I hung these little things from Amazon. I can put these links in the description as well. And then I got one of those Jolie shower heads, which it filters your water, which I really love. So I hung that in here as well. And the shower is incredible. And then last, we're coming into the master bedroom, which is so bare right now. This is definitely like the barest room of all of them. And I'm also never in here other than to sleep. So I kind of just like have been putting off decorating it. This bed I got from Wayfair, and I really do love the green. I'm glad I went with the green because I feel like it kind of like gives the space something. This blanket is so old, but this is kind of like Bella's blanket. Like she choose it up a little bit. So I keep it on the bed because it's her blanket, but nothing about this looks very aesthetic, and that's honestly okay with me because I'm never in here and I never film in here. I got an area rug since there isn't any carpet. I got this from Home Goods. I believe this was like $300, but I'm glad that I went with like a super big one because it kind of makes it feel a little bit homier in here. And then I also got this dresser from Home Goods, which was nice so that I didn't have to build it. I will say the one thing with this bedroom is that I don't know how to hang a TV. So I originally had someone come out and I was gonna have them hang it here, but because of that sliding door, you can't hang a TV here. And this is kind of right there. So I don't really know if I'm gonna be able to hang a TV like behind that door. So we're trying to figure that out because I would love to have a TV in here for those days that I just want to lay in bed and do nothing all day. So TBD on that. And then last is my closet. I didn't show you the closet in the office because it's kind of a mess. There's just like a bunch of storage in there, but that closet is really big too. But then this closet is really awesome because it has all of these built-ins. So I have like some shoes here. I have my clothes. I have more clothes. I need to get a dresser for all of these little bins. My clothes are just kind of like on the floor right now. But then back here, there's some more built-ins if you can see those. That ends the apartment tour. This is a 2-bed, 1-bath apartment. I think it's like 1,100 or 1,200 square feet. So pretty big, but also like not that much to show. So like I said at the beginning of this video, I also wanted to sit down for a couple of minutes and do sort of like a Nashville apartment Q&A. I've been getting a ton of questions about why I chose to move to Nashville. Some very like specific questions about my area, my apartment, all of that. So we're gonna answer all of those questions in today's video. First question that I have here is why I chose to move to Nashville in general. I feel like I've talked about this in a couple of videos, but I wasn't like super obsessed with Nashville and have like always thought of myself as like moving to Nashville or anything. I was kind of just at a point where I wanted to leave Pittsburgh and I didn't really know exactly where I wanted to go. I can say though, after being here for a month, that I am so happy with my decision. I honestly don't think that there is another city that would make me as happy as this move has made me. I just feel like from so many different perspectives, Nashville is such a good fit for me. It's not too far away from my family. It's about 8 hours of a drive. It's warmer. It's still relatively affordable. Like I'm not paying $4,000 for a shoebox apartment in New York City. It's also the perfect size. Population wise, it's 4 times the size of Pittsburgh, but it also definitely still gives like small city feel. I don't feel very overwhelmed here, literally in the slightest. I also feel like this move has just taught me that if you want to make a move, just do it and kind of like figure it out later. I could have spent an entire year of my life touring a bunch of cities and like deciding on where I wanted to go. But at the end of the day, you're never going to know if you like a place until you actually get there and see it for yourself. So if you want to make a move, just do it. And if you don't like the place that you choose, you can always move later. The second question that I have here is how did I decide which area in Nashville to move to? I feel like this is kind of the trickiest part about moving to a new city, especially if you aren't super familiar with the city that you're moving to, which I feel like a lot of people are in that boat. You know, I've only spent like 5 or 6 days total in my life in Nashville, and I really only spent time on Broadway, so I had no idea what area I was going to move to. I knew that I didn't want to live like downtown. So outside of that, I had no idea what the areas were or where I should be looking. I do have to say though that I did know some people here. I don't have like any close friends here, but I did know some people. So I just sort of asked around and I was asking them for recommendations on areas and then also apartment complexes. And the apartment complex that I ended up choosing, the apartment that we're in right now, one of my girlfriends here, she actually recommended this apartment complex and this area, and I'm super happy with my decision. If you are looking in Nashville specifically, some of the areas that I got recommended were Germantown, Midtown. I've met a lot of people here that live in East Nashville, and there's some areas south of the city too, like South Broadway or Wedgwood, Houston, or 12 South, or those types of areas. I'm not gonna say exactly which area that I live in, but I will say that I got a lot of recommendations to live in the Gulch area, which now that I'm here, I'm very, very happy that I decided not to move to the Gulch because that's very downtown. You're in high-rise apartments. It's very chaotic, a little bit more suburban than that. So I'm happy that I decided to not live down there. The next couple of questions, I got a ton of questions on where things in my apartment are from. So like where my couch is from. When I was doing the apartment tour, I did try to like kind of tell you guys where they were at, but I will also link any of the links that I do have in the description of this video. Like I said, a lot of things decorations wise are from Home Goods, and I obviously don't have the links to those. So sorry about that. But if I do have the links, I will put them into the description of this video. Probably one of my most frequently asked questions since moving here is how I'm making friends when moving to a new city. I honestly think that I've done such a good job of trying to make friends over the last month. I've only been here for 4 weeks and I've met a couple of girls that I honestly really like. I have to say it's a little bit easier for me because I have a social media presence. So since I've been down here, a lot of girls have been DMing me, asking me to meet up and get coffee and everything like that. That's how I met one of my friends down here. She DM'd me like the week that I was moving, and she said that she's a big Steelers fan and that her and her friends watch the Steelers games every weekend during football season. So we met up and we got along so well, and we've hung out a couple of times since then. I will say that if that was not the case for me, I would definitely do a better job of being proactive about this kind of thing. Any new city, there are going to be ways to make friends, and I think a couple ways to do so are Bumble BFF. I know people kind of like hate on that, but I met one of my very best friends in Pittsburgh on Bumble BFF. I think people are kind of like afraid to put themselves out there because making friends is honestly really similar to dating in a lot of aspects. You're kind of like going on first dates with strangers to become friends. Putting yourself out there, Bumble BFF. Don't be afraid to message girls. If you see girls with like the location of your city, don't be afraid to message them on Instagram. A lot of people are open to making new friends or open to meeting new people. I also have met a couple of girls just sort of out and about. I met one girl at the gym, I met one girl at a bar, and then I also met one girl out walking my dog, and our dogs are gonna have like a doggy play date here soon. I think the culture in Nashville is really good for making friends because a lot of people aren't from here, so they've only been here for a year or 2 years, and they are still open for those new friendships. So it can be hard to put yourself out there, but in my opinion, totally worth it. Favorite restaurant, someone asked me about this, and I also feel like I haven't been here long enough to say what my favorite restaurants are. In the month that I've been here, I've probably eaten at like 5 restaurants in total, so no way to say, and I will check back in when I find some restaurants that I would consider my favorite. But I would like to say that Nashville has some of like the best food ever. I feel like so many people have been recommending restaurants to me, and every single place looks amazing. So many cute and like trendy restaurants. There's so many cute coffee shops, so many cute cocktail bars and rooftop bars. I love spending my money on good food and expensive cocktails, so I'm really excited to check all of those places out. Another question here on where I grocery shop. I have mainly been grocery shopping at Trader Joe's, which makes me so happy because when I was in Pittsburgh, there wasn't a Trader Joe's close to me. If I'm not at Trader Joe's, I'm at Publix, and Publix is definitely more expensive than Trader Joe's, so I try to do my like weekly grocery shopping at Trader Joe's, which is about 15 minutes away from me, and then the Publix is like 5 minutes away, so if I need to run in for like 1 or 2 things, I will go to Publix. The last question that I have here, someone asked me to list something that I miss about Pittsburgh and then something that I don't miss about Pittsburgh. Obviously on the things that I miss being close to my family and friends. I feel like on the family side, the biggest benefit to living in the same city as your parents and as your siblings is you can go visit them for an afternoon. I'm actually going up to Pittsburgh this weekend because I have a wedding, and now when I see my family, I have to like stay with them for multiple days. I have to like just visit my family for an afternoon and then go home and sleep in my own bed. So that's gonna be an adjustment for sure. Something that I do not miss about Pittsburgh is I feel like in Nashville, it takes 10 minutes to get literally wherever you need to go. The airport is 10 minutes away from me. Downtown is 10 minutes away from me. Another cute neighborhood that my friend lives in is 10 minutes away from me. Everything is just like in such close proximity, and it doesn't take long to drive anywhere. Where in Pittsburgh, I felt like everything was a 30-minute drive, and especially where I lived, getting downtown into the city took like 30 to 40 minutes depending on traffic. So I didn't really go downtown as much as I probably would have wanted to just because of where I live. With that, I think that wraps up today's video. This was a fun one. I've been wanting to film an apartment tour for so long to show you guys my apartment because again, I'm so obsessed with it. I've been absolutely loving Nashville so far. I'm super happy with my decision to move here. I feel like being here alone has just given me so much time and space to focus on myself, focus on work. I have so many goals for what I want to accomplish in the second half of 2024, and I feel like now I have the time and space to do that. If you have any more questions about me living in Nashville, my apartment, or just like any more questions that you think could fit into another like Q&A style video like this, please leave them in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, I would so appreciate it if you liked and subscribed to my channel.